All right. Good evening, people. Hopefully, you guys can hear me, see me, and audio and visual are good because I've been having a headache trying to have Facebook connect my on screen camera where I can showcase the chats live. Apparently, it does not want to work for a second week in a row. Pisses me off. So I'm going to get that off my chest. Breathe, right? All right. So we're here. If you can hear me, if you see me, let me know. So we can get this bad boy started. We're already a few minutes behind, but we're gonna do the best we can, right? With any situation, like any tinter, uh, we work with whatever we got. So let's make that happen. As soon as I get my chats on here, I will. Well, at least I get it on the second screen. You guys can't see it, but maybe you guys want to go on the YouTube and you can chat in there and I can see those. And I got Mother Marion in here. She says, hi. James says, looks good. Justin, what's up? And Tim McClure says, everything's all good on my end. Perfect. So let's get our guest for the night, Mr. Sorta Rican. Good
Sort of
evening.
Regan, sort of rug man, sort of white, sort of a lot of things.
Sort of a lot of things, man. I like that. Sort of last minute guess.
Lots of hats.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. New week, Monday. I'm happy. So
That's
good weekend.
I saw that, man. You've been doing a lot of surfing lately. How's
Well,
that going?
Lila wanted to get back into it. So I mean, I've done it like once or twice here and there in the last 20 years, but hadn't really been like steady on it since early 20s. So it's been nice to get back into it. We did it last week and we did it this weekend. We're going back out next weekend and we're going to pick up my son and he's going to go with us too. So it's a good excuse to get back out and be a little bit more active.
Nice, nice. Man, second week in a row, I cannot get my OBS to work with Restream. In literally 7 minutes, last 7 minutes, I've been trying to connect so I can put my comments on the screen so everybody can see the comments. But
When's the last time you did an update?
it asked me for an update right now. I just updated it. It's it asks for update every time you open it, man.
I was about to
So,
say maybe it was the most recent update. Might need a new patch.
well, I can't even do it now more because the one thing with the Restream is once you try to add an extra device on twice, like the camera, it limits you until like I cancel this one and we do another live. And that's what pisses me off because all I get now is like when I go in there, it says a green screen that says, "Oh, you've already had two tries." So sorry. No, I'm not even struck out, man. They don't even give you three strikes. It's two strikes you're out. Like I don't know where Restream is being hosted out of. Must not be in the U.S.
Probably not. Like I'm trying to pull it up on my end now, or at least on my laptop.
Yeah.
All right, there we
So
go.
some of the comments on here, man, it
Oh,
says,
well groomed. I'll send you my shirt size later. Need to make practice a little surf. Man, how you gonna Tinsby? How you gonna go from Hawaii to Florida and now you want to practice surfing? Like you were already in the spot for surfing.
I know, right?
Hi, Marianne. Vernon, what up? Tim McClure, all good. Yeah, so yeah, all right, we're all caught up.
Yeah.
And just so y'all
I'll be
know, like
seeing
I
that
always
video.
look this good. Just
I'm
sometimes
gonna
things are
blame
longer a little bit,
Graham. From now on, I'm not blaming my equipment. I'm blaming the Ussie trainer because it's his fault. Graham is the one that
Cash blaming because
sabotaged.
well, it's that whole like he's in the future, we're not. It's tying up the system.
That's what
It,
it is.
it just fucks with
You
everything.
know. See, at least Dustin understands. It's him being in the future that's messing up with our current time to
Yeah,
do.
it's a time flux in propagation. You're making up words now. Midlife crisis, leaving
Okay.
Florida to be a beach surf bum back in Hawaii again. Wait, you're leaving? Are you seriously leaving Florida?
Wow, Rico, I thought you were doing good over there.
Yeah, beach. Or maybe he wants to. I will speak slowly for you. Thank you, Graham.
We appreciate
We
that, man.
needed the process over.
So, where are you at now? I see that you're in a hotel room. Where are
I'm
you
up in
traveling?
right now I'm in Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
Okay.
I've had a
All right.
couple outfitters, Leonard's Truck Outfitters. I've been setting up today and getting them rolling for some tint work and some different things. So I had a couple accounts to go and set up. Next week I'll be in Raleigh. Well, no, Durham. Tomorrow I'll be in Durham. Wednesday I'll be in Raleigh, and then Thursday I'll bounce over to Winder, Georgia.
Wow. Okay.
Yep, yep.
How are you liking the new position with Lumar?
I love it. I loved working with Lumar the first time when I was there 2021, 2022, 2021 as a trainer. Eastman's great to work with. It was just, I think at that point, like I was kind of already burned out from being on the road so much between like, COVID and everything that was going on with that. Um, but, and then, having that opportunity to open up and run that training center for the past 3 years with EPD was amazing. But I knew at one point I wanted to probably look at the account manager position. This might be earlier than what I initially thought, but it's not a position that opens up that often. So I was like, I better snag it while I can. And so once they hit me up, I had to take it. It's good. I've got to realign some things. Like, I'm still kind of out in the field as like a trainer, and I've got to like kind of reset my mind. I'm not the trainer. I'm still a trainer, but I'm not the trainer anymore. So I
Mm.
need to have different conversations, and I need to see different people when I'm out in the field. So it is different, but I do like it. It's a new challenge. I'm learning all kinds of new things, so I'm really enjoying it.
How's the travel going on? Are you like that's the one thing I know talking to a lot of people. Some people love it, some people hate it, some people like it's just part of the job.
I
So
love it. Because like I've been tinting since 2002, and doing flat glass commercial and marine work in Charleston was always nice because it was always something different. And when we found out that Lila was a thing, she wasn't born yet, but we found out she was a thing, I was like, all right, maybe I need to kind of back off of this. And then Ellis was going to go back to school. But when Lila was a thing, I went back to school for like computer science and network security and couldn't fucking stand it. Like, hated being behind the desk. Even when doing the help desk and stuff with that, I absolutely hated it because it was the same thing every single day. So I knew it wasn't for me. And then got back into tent, and then eventually found my way into training. And so I like the new things. I've got to have new backgrounds. I've got to have new stuff. I mean, so traveling for me really kind of works out, especially not being able to bounce around the country, or, I've been in Charleston since I was 13 years old.
wow. Okay. So
So I like having to
traveling,
do.
what's the best thing you like about traveling?
Um, well, always seeing something new, even if it's sometimes like, still around the same general places, but also always running into new people. And then, even with training, being able to kind of like help people meet people. And I mean, I've got really memorable cases where I've trained people 10 plus years ago, and I've watched them actually grow with that particular career, been invited to weddings, seen babies born, people getting married. And, there's still people that I talk to nowadays that I trained 10 to almost 15 years ago that I've seen them grow within the industry itself and blossom a career out of what we worked on 15 plus years ago.
That's beautiful, man. I mean, to kind of see that and be able to live that, like you said, man. Uh, I look forward to that kind of stuff too, man. Like I love seeing the growth. I was actually just contacted by one of my former employees on a Facebook friend request, and I haven't um, talked to her almost like 8 years. And now she's got a couple
Mhm.
kids. When she was working for me, um, she was in a fresh relationship. So apparently now they've got two babies. But it's good to kind of see that, especially in the industry that you're in, right? Like to relevate, um, especially the people that you trained. Like you said, you mentioned this before when we talked before that you've been to a couple of weddings and stuff. So how does that make you feel overall? Like when you are now touching people's personal lives with their business lives.
Let me answer Marion first. Marion, that's 100% you. She said, "What do you miss most about working at EPD?"
Ah, love it, love it.
Marion, Chrissy, and our TikToks.
Oh yes, yes. Just don't break a hip on the next one you guys do. I mean, the last.
No, EPD was great. I loved EPD, but like I said, with this position, it was just something that I was kind of looking at. And even though it was earlier than what I imagined in life, it's not something that popped up soon. So I was like, after talking with Ellis and a couple different things, it was just like, all right, let's go. Let's hop in and see what it does.
That's beautiful, man. I
Which,
love it.
which I know, Marion, you're going to be at Tinner Battles, but are you going to WFCT by chance? Because I'm not going to Tinner Battles, unfortunately.
Oh man, well, you gonna be at WFCT then?
Yeah, Ellis and I will be in San Antonio.
Nice, nice.
So going back to your question, which I don't remember 100% what it was.
I don't either. I
Mm.
mean, I kind of lost checking the things. I think it was what do you?
So I think one thing with me was like growing up, I always kind of had an appreciation for my teachers and different
Right.
things. Grew up in the military, bounced around all over the place. I have a really weird kind of family dynamic. One of the reasons why my last name is Gonzalez. I wasn't born a Gonzalez,
Okay.
but the teachers were, even though we moved all over the place, it was kind of one constant that was always there. So at one point, I always thought that, like, teaching is something that I would really love to do. So being able to combine what I was already doing with Tint and then also teaching was kind of like a no brainer. And it wasn't something that I was necessarily looking for at the time when it happened, but like I had a business for a little while, and then when I shut it down, I went back to some of the dealerships that I was already tinting for. And 6 months after I had started tinting back for them, they went to DigiCut, who was kind of new on the scene, and they were doing the pre-cut, pre-shrunk kits. So dealerships were eating it up because it was like, oh, we can push out more cars faster. Everything's already done. All they got to do is lick it and stick it. So I ended up letting Hendrix hire me on, which kind of worked out because they paid me really good. And I also had their benefits when before I had zero benefits, being, your own business, your
Right.
own boss. And then after 2 years or so, kind of developed a relationship. And then DigiCut wanted to hire me on as a trainer. And at that point, I was kind of looking like, what else is outside the box? Because I knew I wasn't going to be a rep because I didn't have a master's degree. And at that time, you had to have a master's degree to be, a salesperson or a rep for any of these companies. So I ended up taking that spot, and now I was tinting windows and doing PPF and also teaching people, which was kind of one of the things I had thought about in later teens. That would have been something that I thought I would enjoy doing.
So, what part of teaching do you enjoy? What was the drive behind it for you?
Using like my experience and everything that I've gone through in life, not only for window tint, but also just mistakes and experiences and like a true mentorship, big brother type ordeal. Because I've been through a lot of shit and I've put myself through a lot of shit. So there's a lot of learning stuff in there, but you know, even with just tinting windows, it's not the only thing that I put out there. Like I put all my life experience I was out there, marriage and kids and whatnot. So we really kind of develop some relationships with the people that kind of thrive for it and want to learn from somebody. And it's really been kind of like mentorships through, I'd say at least 40% of the people that I've trained, where they're still like in touch and we talk to each other. And because not always, but now I'm definitely older than some of the people that I train, so I have a lot more life experience than some of the guys. Back then, some age stuff, same age.
Good evening, Tim. Cool, man. So, I've been to like one of your classes that you had at the EPD in South Carolina. Then we also did the film fest last year. One of the things I gotta ask you is how do you chill so much to be able to teach? Because one of the biggest difficulty I see a lot of um, teachers or a lot of trainers, when you have students that just don't get it, they'll get frustrated. I don't see that with you. So what has helped you get that ability?
Experience, literally just experience. Because I will say in the very beginning, it was definitely kind of like a fake it till you make it kind of ordeal.
Okay.
It was nice because I had a curriculum to kind of go off of with the company that I first started working with. And then after a while, I threw it out the window because DigiCut at the time was very, you would watch what they would call a module. Then you would do the actual activity with my help. And then you would take a quiz on the activity. And after about 2 months of doing that, I was like, it's not working. So I completely cut it out. I ended up taking the quizzes for the students, and I still kind of built off of their curriculum and went with it, but it was just all hands on and then them doing it. And I would just literally go back to the hotel and take the quiz for it because DigiCut wanted it. But I was literally experiencing just realizing that just because you can do it and it seems so easy to you does not mean that another person interprets it the same way you do. Like it still blows my mind to today that people have trouble using an easy reach or how to hold it or how to manipulate it. I'll see people where, this is your side gasket on the window. And usually when we use an easy reach, we'll angle it out and push it down if we're going to push it down. We'll angle it. I can't tell you how many people I see put it flat in to the gasket and just run it down, but they don't know. They've never done it before.
I remember at the Chattanooga event, I think 2 years ago, when ooh, I'm bad with the names. His sons were competing or trying to compete in the kids competition, and oh man, he's out of Tennessee. He's a tinter. His son did good at Film Fest. Damn it, I'm driving a blank. But anyways, it was the same thing. He has two other boys, younger ones that were at the event, and they were trying to tint. And he had the purple tri-edge, and same thing. He was faking it because he's seen everybody else do it. He's seen his dad do it. He's seen other tinters do it, but he wasn't getting what the tool is meant to do, to be flat on the glass, to
Yeah.
push it out, to squeeze it out or lay the film down. So when you're locking that edge up, and oh my god, his name almost came to my mind and I just blanked out. Ah, damn.
Well, at first I thought you were talking about like Andre Menard
Yes,
because
Menard.
like son wise. Oh, so his
No, not
kids?
Andre. Andre's dad's.
Jack.
Jack Menard. There you go. Jack Menard's kid. So Jack was trying to teach him, and we were trying to help out as well. So I'm like, dude, the you got the squeegee, because one of his son got it real quick. Okay, the other one wasn't getting it, and then we're like, dude, that needs to be flat to the glass so you can clean it down.
Well, that's what I tell people. Yeah, like so even if they hold it to the right angle, you'll see them.
Yeah,
They'll put the tip in, but pull the card
yeah,
away, and then they're only squeegeeing that
exactly, and that's
much
exactly what he was doing.
versus tip in and then push the
Yeah,
corner to the glass and swipe. So then you're using the whole frame of the easy. And like I said, it's just one of those things where they've never touched that card before. They've never used that tool. And just because you or I can do it so easily, we expect them to as well. And like I said, it wasn't always that way, but at one point I had to realize it. And it was the nice thing about being a trainer, because it was really the only thing I did, was I was able to kind of come to terms and build out my own curriculum pretty quick over the hundreds of people. So the way that I train, I've almost taken an average on what styles or what different things I find newbies are more successful with, or I find that they get quicker success with doing this style versus that style.
gotcha. Now,
So it's just all
Ryan's
experience
got a
and
question. I thought Ryan was
patience.
out with his kids today, because I thought he said he wanted to spend some time with the kids. But his question is, and I think a lot of people have the same question: where did the rug come from? What's up,
The rug
Jordan?
came from y'all. I never called myself the rug man. That was y'all. But no, the picture for, or where that came from, was we were in Boone, North Carolina for my youngest brother's college graduation. And the cabin that we were in for his graduation from App State, like the master bedroom that me and Ellis were staying in, there was like a big bear rug in front of the fireplace. And naturally, I had to seductively pose on it, and Ellis snapped a picture. And that's the bear rug. And now we actually have a bear rug. So just that one picture and then posting it,
Hey,
that's
became the rug man.
bear rug.
Jordan's, he's a new trainer, so he's learning some stuff, and he says he's only trained 22 so far. I've learned some training about training just now. Love that. So that's awesome. Jordan.
Well, Shady, if you ever got any questions, man, hit me up.
Yeah, I love that part about it. Ryan's like, we watched a kid melt a gator blade shrinking with it. The kid was literally shrinking the back window with the gator blade, and he melted it.
Oh my God, is that all he had?
Yeah, I mean, no, he didn't have it.
Ellis
Yeah,
said it was supposed to be a private photo shoot. I'm pretty sure Ellis has posted it before.
It's supposed to be a private photo shoot.
Private my ass. The other pictures were private.
If only the bear rug could talk. No,
Hey, that was an Airbnb rug, so
because he watched some stuff online and he just went in and did it, and it's like that gator blade literally went like this on the edges, because that's how much heat it had on there. And it was just funny. It's like, okay, show us what you can do, and then when you want to. One of the biggest thing I'm learning is like, I want to stop you right there when you're making mistakes. But one of the biggest things I've learned myself, and maybe I'm right or wrong on this, but I'm learning to let them make the mistake and kind of like get finished with it.
was this you training, or was this like a working interview?
It was a working interview.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, in those things, in that particular situation, you just let them do what they're gonna do.
Yeah. So
because then that way you've got to be able to gauge what kind of employee you might be hiring. If you start fixing them, then that's the employee you're hiring, is that you're going to be fixing them all the
I
time.
got a question about training. What do you do when someone doesn't want to learn? I think
I mean,
everybody has
Shady,
that question.
it's not a bad question. If you deduce that they don't want to actually learn the trade, because I've had to have these conversations where, I've had enough guys where I wasted too much time, especially on the dealership side of things or even shop side of things where they hire somebody. And, after a while and you get some experience, you can kind of deduce that they're only there because they feel like they have to
Right.
be. And it's not something that they really want to do. And with Window 10, it's not really something that you can force onto somebody. They're never going to be good. You know, they're never going to really grasp anything. They might be okay. But I mean, I've had to have conversations on the first day or the second day with GMs or service managers or managers in general that, your guy's not going to work out. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm not going to waste my time here anymore.
Oh, you've had that
And I
conversation?
mean,
You've
huh?
had those conversations with the GMs?
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Because I mean, and one of the things that we pull, you got to figure to, on average, to put me on the road to go train somebody for a solid week at minimum is going to be $1,500 at usually the company's cost that I work for, not the company that we're going to train for. Because a lot of times, if you're, if you're a customer or client of whatever manufacturer distributor I'm working for, we provide that as a service to our customers.
Oh, I
So
understand that. I mean, training on
on
average is two
average, you're
thousand and
talking about
above.
$1,500. So if I go there and I waste 5 days with somebody, knowing they're not going to work out, knowing that I'm going to turn around and go right back to train somebody else different. So I mean, there's been plenty of conversations that I've had, and this guy's not going to work out. Um, there's been very few conversations where I've had somebody that was really, really eager to learn it and was having trouble grasping it. You know, on some of those ones, I'm like, I would go talk to management. I'm like, they're not really getting it. It's going to take them a little bit longer. They are hungry. I think they'll be a good candidate, but here's what we're going to concentrate on. I'm going to get them rolling on 2 doors. I'm going to spend 5 days with them on 2 doors. Then I'm going to give them a week, let them kind of get their own experience on it. And then we're going to come back and do just the back glass, quarter windows, whatnot, and give them a little bit more time. So, I mean, over time, you kind of learn who, what kind of personalities, what kind of attitudes will start to work with everything.
Love it. I think that's great insight
So,
right there, man. Um, Tim says, I got it. Helped train me a long time ago. If he knew or suspected that they could possibly be doing drug, he wouldn't waste his time on them either because they're just gonna go downhill. Now the opposite. What about someone who's a natural? Do you give them advanced stuff or still drill them for the fundamentals? Ooh, I love that question. That's
um,
a great question, Jordan.
so on that one, you still drill the fundamentals only because you don't want to skip anything. Just because they may be natural on what you're showing them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you're like, well, shit, they're going to get everything else. And if you skip a couple things and go straight to something advanced, they may not be a natural on whatever happens on Thursday. So I still go through the fundamentals. And if they knock out that whole checklist of the fundamentals Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday, I'll throw in a little tip here, I'll throw in a little tip there. But I also have built everything that I train on to not be overwhelming. So I give you the basics and then some so you can do, whatever's coming through your, not whatever's coming through your door, because you'll still have some heartaches, you'll still have burn some film, you still crease some shit, but you're able to tint a car. If I gave you everything I had in my head, you wouldn't know how to do shit. So it's fundamentals and then maybe a couple little advanced things. And then I save some of those tips and tricks for the next time we talk. Every time you progress, every time I talk to you, I still have some kind of tip or some kind of trick, some kind of tool, some kind of whatever to help you keep furthering along.
So now I got a question for you on that. What about if you have somebody that's been doing it for, let's say, 3, 5, 10 years, but they still suck or they don't have the fundamentals down? Maybe let's say they don't have the cleaning process down. They still have shitload of contamination. They're still putting out okay work, but not good work. What do you do with somebody like that? How-
I mean, at that point, I mean, if you're talking about that far in,
Yeah.
you've just got to sit down and talk to them and see if they're even passionate about it or if it's something that they really want to do. I mean, you have to have, what some people would consider a heart to heart with that employee or that person, because to be in 3 years and you haven't made progression from 6 months to 1 year, something's going on there.
Okay.
So it's just you have to have a talk with them. What can we do? What do you need? If it's not something that's in the cards for you, then we need to find you something else to do. Now, I mean, I like giving options. I like giving opportunities. Hey, how about I send you out to a class outside of myself? Because it might be like one of those things where you tell your kid one thing and he doesn't listen. The stranger down the street tells him the same thing, and all of a sudden, your kid, oh yeah, you know what? Fucking Mikey down the road told me
Yeah. I mean, dude,
2 + 2 is 4. Oh, I told you the same thing.
no, it's
Yeah, but
different.
Mikey.
As a father, you run into the same thing, but as also employer, you run into very similar stuff. So as employer,
100%. Sometimes they just need to hear it from somebody
yeah,
else.
and it's the same shit that you told them, like, and they didn't get it, and some now their friend or somebody else tells them, and they get it. I kind of
Mhm.
saw some of that stuff in the industry a little bit as well too. Sean G's another one, like with his son. His son loves working with Avery, but you know, it,
Oh
he
yeah.
has a hard time learning from Sean, right? So it's also like I guess you get passionate when you're with somebody that um, love and kind of grew up with. But
Well, and I've had some where I've watched like what you're talking about, where it's like, you know, they've been in this long, their experience is this long, and it's a rarer case, but not completely rare. But you'll watch someone for some time, and it's almost like every car, every other window, you see them do something slightly different than on the window before. Like they've never actually perfected their install. So, they're on YouTube, they're on Facebook, they're on whatever watching people. And like every other window, they just do something slightly different because they're not really paying attention. And like it can cause issues. So instead of them like actually mastering this one technique, if they do five cars a day, you might see three different techniques on it.
yeah, I mean
And it
that's
can be one of the failures.
yeah, I see that as well. But then there's what I was talking about as we see in the industry, we have a lot of guys that's been in it for a while and they don't realize the mistakes that they're making, right? Whether it's as an install, whether it's, you know, um, sales, whether it's, running a business or something. I see that, but on the install side, I see that a lot. Like there's a lot of guys that's been in it for 5, 10 years and they like what they do. It's just that either they don't want to be critiqued or told that they have an issue or they don't want to face that they have an issue. And some of the people, it's like the old saying, it's hard to train an old dog, right? Like it's hard to straighten out a curl on a tail, right? It's just like you can do whatever you want, that's where I'm kind of was going at it. You know, I run into um, some employees, I run into some associates that are in the same thing. Like we had this one warehouse guy in California when I was doing the tire warehouses, and literally the guy had been with the company for 10 years, and my guy tells him he'll make him a warehouse manager, like literally will pay him almost
Mhm.
double, but you know he has to take on the management position. The guy's like, no, I'm good being a driver. Like he was a driver for 10 freaking years, and but the guy has built relationship, built trust, right? So the guy's like, I'll give you opportunity. You can make double the money. But he didn't want to do it, man. And I was shocked like that till this day. It's been maybe 15 years since that situation has happened. And it still shocks the hell out of my core. Like, how do you not want to improve? And then I've had another person I knew, another family member, same thing, opportunity given, you got to move, you can make a big improvement, you get equity, and they were just don't want to let go of the comfort that they're in. Like, how do you as a trainer, how do you deal with that? I mean, you, to me, like, I really like the way you know, address a lot of things. So
So I mean, for some people, especially on the side where you go into some businesses and they're choosing the people that they want to train, and it's always kind of been a give me your best guy, the guy that you don't want to lose doing this position. I need that guy. Don't give me your worst guy that you're like, this guy might get fired, because we definitely have that happen sometimes where they'll give us their worst guy to train because they're like, maybe it'll give them something to do. But I mean, there's been plenty of times where I have had to sell my passion in the industry to someone learning. And then my experience on where this industry, window tint, stuff like that, has given me the career and the life that I currently have by following it, sticking with it, and always learning. Because there are some people that get stagnant
right.
and they're like, I know what I'm doing. You know, yeah, sure, this happened, but that wasn't my fault. You know, someone opened the door. That's why that trash there. Someone farted. That's why that crease is there. Someone, looked at the window wrong, or I got a text, and, there's just all kinds of excuses. But, those guys are stagnant. And, or you have people that just don't take a breath to try and figure out what they did wrong. They just snatch it off and go at it again and make the same mistake. Snatch it off, go at it again, make the same mistake. Instead of taking 30 seconds to a minute, all right, why is that crease there? Why is this line of trash across the bottom of it? It's just that whole thing of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Yeah.
So you run across those people. Sometimes you have to sell it to them. I can sell my life experience, where I started, where I was when I was younger, before window tint, in between window tint, to where I am now. And then some of them you just can't help them. Like, I mean, you really have to kind of justify the time that you want to put into somebody as an employee, and you just got to figure out that cutoff at some point, because you can't convince everybody.
Alice got a comment here. You do a lot of follow up with your trainees. I've noticed, like weeks, months, years down the road, they still hit you up for help with problems they encounter. Correct or right? So I think
Yeah.
you kind of
I
a
mean,
little
I
bit
have,
earlier. That's how you connect with a lot of you guys. You keep up with them. They
yeah, I
give
mean,
you
I,
more
I still
information.
have people 13, 15 years ago that hit me up. I mean, I have one thing I love about the industry, at least I work for Eastman. Mike Watson works for Expel,
Okay,
right?
I got you.
I've gone and worked with and done some advanced training for one of Mike's customers.
Right.
you know, and their customer still hits me up about certain things just because, and he could hit up Mike and Mike would be able to get him the answers and Mike would have the answers fine and Mike would give him the answers fine. But because, I was at their shop and training with them and having these, you know, not catastrophe, but like, anger moments and walking through it and talking through it and learning together and stuff. It's kind of like a little bonding thing.
Right.
So, like I bonded with this. It's not my customer, but I worked with them because as my trainer in the background, they hit me up via Mike's suggestion. And, so they still call. It's not doing me any good to talk to this guy at
But
all.
you're doing it because you love
But
what you do, and you're doing it for the industry.
exactly. So he's been hitting me up about flat glass stuff, and it's anything with any of my customers. Anybody that I've ever worked with will hit me up. I don't think any of my bosses are on here listening. Um, like I got a guy that came through EPD up in State College, Pennsylvania, and he's getting ready to do. He's been playing with stuff. He's been practicing stuff. I talk to him about every other week. He did every single class that EPD had to offer, minus flat glass. He did automotive, he did PPF, and he did vinyl. And I mean, the guy was there writing a book, like his iPad. Everything I said, his iPad was out, and he was writing notes. And then he would go and do it, and then he would write notes. Anytime I was talking, he was writing notes. I told him like I needed a copy of whatever he was writing down because it was going to be like all my coursework just already done, written out, and everything. Um, but like in a couple weeks, I'm actually going to go up there because he's got like what he considers a whale of a client coming in. So they got a new 2027, I think it was an M240i or something that they want the full thing done on. So he's a little nervous about doing that full on his own and making sure everything's done right. So he hit me up. I mean, I have just enough time to squeeze it out. So I mean, I'll be up in Pennsylvania for 3 days helping him wrap that BMW
Nice.
PPF. So I mean, if I can, and it keeps me fresh, I like to stay fresh on my installs.
Justin says he's starting a new job at another tint shop next week, and
He is, man.
different from how
Congrats,
I love
Justin. He's making a big move.
what I do every day. Jordan said about you, the passion return and training is really have done the most when it comes to being happy. May not be a customer, but it's still a relationship. That's what's so different about this industry. You guys are awesome about building relationships regardless of company affiliation. Stop in Maryland and on your way back. Marion says stop by in Maryland on your way back. Alice says you do it because
I'm in Maryland on my way back. Hey, Marion, you need to go to State College, Pennsylvania, because that's actually one of your customers. I hooked him up with induction, and that's what we're installing on that car. So
there you go. But I do love this. I do love this.
all
I do
right,
love
no,
this
he went
is
with 3M, still her customer.
yeah. So it's what Ella said. It's the relationships. It doesn't matter the companies because those relationships also cross over as well too, right? Because the relationships are built. That's what makes this industry great. That's what makes film so great. So let's jump off
Justin,
the topic. And what are um in the industry, what are you seeing change or impact the industry in the recent time, especially being with Lumar? Like you're coming on as a new dealer. Like, what is your actual role with it? You want to tell the audience like what is your actual role with Lumar right now?
so I am an account manager, but so like me and Tim Spiegel kind of cross areas or territories. Tim Spiegel is on the pro side. So he
Okay.
deals with all the retail shops.
Okay.
So if you were a Lumar dealer, Tim Spiegel would be your guy.
Right.
I'm on what we call the 4S side. So I mainly deal with new car dealerships any kind of car sales or what we call restylers. So a restyler would be, they do lifts, they do lights, they do airbags, they do leather kits, they do whatever. And more than 50% of their business comes from new car dealerships. So, any of those F-150s that you buy on the lot that are jacked up and have all these packages are done by a restyler, not the actual dealership. So those are my customers.
So Total Appearance is your customer, not Spiegel's?
I believe so.
You know who that is, right?
Total Appearance?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so they're
Like,
CSP?
Huh? Do you know CSP, Car Stereo Plus?
Yeah.
They were a customer of mine.
Well,
because most of their stuff was through new car dealerships.
Brent was out there at Film Fest. He works for Total Appearance. Also, Total Off Road is their other brand or other stores.
Oh look, there's Billy Hughes. Hey Billy, I'll be back at your store on Thursday to set up that 64-inch for the PPF.
Billy, he's actually has us at Aikens, Ford, and Winder.
Yeah, dude, that store is massive.
I guess Total Appearance has them.
No, they're a direct customer of mine.
Oh, okay. Yours.
They have an accessory store called Wild Willie's.
Yeah.
But that dealership is 78 acres.
I know. I bought my Ram from them.
It is ridiculous. Like when I went there, they took me on like a golf cart tour. It took us about 30 minutes to go and check out all the buildings.
Dude, they have building minus another building and another building, and then they have more land in the back that haven't been tapped yet.
It was wild. I'm going back there on Thursday. They're getting ready to do PPF in-house. They were sourcing it out. So they just hired somebody. They're already doing tint, but they do I believe, and Billy can probably correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they do everything for GSP. So Georgia State Patrol, all the cars come from there. Nice. For the whole state.
I mean, they have their service department is freaking awesome. Want to give a shout out to them because I just had.
Look, he said he thought he saw your truck the week after I came.
Yeah, I was there last week.
You were there last week? Yeah, I was there the week before.
My truck was there, yes, sir. I was even trying to get them to like, hey, you guys need tint? We can come do your tint. I didn't know they had in the house. The guy had no idea, but one of his guys did ask me to do a tractor for him. So I did not know that, but yes, my truck was. That's why I was giving a shout out because my truck was there last week with belt issues, and they took care of it, and I ended up getting their extended warranty. So I'm blessed that they were able to take care of it within the warranty.
I tell you what, if you need anything Yeti, their little store Wild Willie's. I told him, I was like, I'm lucky my wife is not with me here because they had like more Yeti shit than like Dick's Sporting Goods.
Really?
Like the amount of like Yeti crap they put in it.
Actually, I have not crossed over that hall, the service area, other than
going to if you're there next time and you're at service, just walk next door to Wild Willie's and go check it out.
I mean, after the last week's experience, I'm not going nowhere else. It's going to be going right back to them because I've used the other dealership near me and I'm not happy with them. So this is out of my way a little bit because I've got to go literally 25 minutes opposite way to the shop to go to them. But the service that they have, the people that they have there are freaking awesome. Literally, like I had an issue with my truck. They set me up with a rental right there and made sure that I was able to take everything out of it.
I mean, there's a reason why they're as big as they are,
bro. Like I'm telling you, like they when I bought my truck, I was like, hey man, there's another dealer giving me a deal. And I don't want to drive there because they're an hour away, but you guys are 30 minutes away. I'd rather come to you because you're closer. And the guy was like, yeah, let's go, let's make it happen. And I was like, fuck, I didn't even want to be there. I just wanted to meet it. That's how I got my Ram, honestly. So
it's a cool little spot. Here, let me answer Justin real quick before he has a hernia. Earlier, he asked, would you and Jordan Shady J Jernigan rather train someone new or someone that has experience that wants to further their skill sets? Justin, for me, if they want to, I mean, if they're already in the industry, it's cool. I would rather train somebody new. And honestly, it's because generally I find it easier to train somebody new than somebody that has experience, because then I'm not having to knock out bad habits. It is
100%. I
it
agree.
is much easier to build on correct and good habits than it is to try and not, even if someone wants to further their skills, they may still question a lot on when you're trying to tell them not to do it this way. So for me, I find it a lot easier to train somebody new than it is to train somebody that is experienced. But if someone's truly hungry and they want to further their training, I mean, I have had really good experiences where they really dive in and they ask all the right questions and they really want to figure everything out and they just want to pick your brain. So I've had really good experiences there, but I've had a lot of bad experiences with experienced people that needed to learn some new things and were just too hard-headed to actually take a breath and listen and just try something different.
So, where do you see opportunities that shops are missing since you got a lot of experience on all sides? I had one of these questions written up and we're almost getting to that hour. I want to have this asked. Where do you see a lot of shops making mistakes or missing opportunities?
For me, what I see out in the field mainly, one, and it still kind of blows my mind a little bit, and it's more of a social media thing. It's not necessarily a specific shop or a shop thing, but seeing how nasty some of these tinters get with their customers via online or on social media blows my fucking mind. Like, if a customer is going to get snotty with me or they're going to do whatever, I'm just not going to answer back. Just, all right, cool. Have a good day. Whatever. I don't know what your day was like. Maybe you're blowing off some steam and I just happen to be the pinata. But you never know where those connections are going to lead. But definitely the social media and carrying themselves a little bit differently. Because, I mean, I've seen guys to where they'll sit there and do this and that and curse them out and say all this shit. And then they'll post it for the rest of their potential customers to see. Like, if
Right.
it's a private online interaction, whatever, you may get a bad review. But for you to sit there and post it and then all your other potential customers can see how you treat this potential customer can turn a lot of people off. So social media is a little funky sometimes. And then really it's just more communication. I mean, answering the phone, returning phone calls, that kind of stuff.
So, follow up question on that is where do you see the window film industry in 5 years from now?
Mm, 5 years from now, I don't really see it too different. I mean, I
Okay.
still I still see it growing. I don't see it declining at all. 15 years from now might be a little bit different just because I heard some conversations, I've read some articles on leases being more and more of a thing versus people buying cars.
Well, yeah, I
So
mean, just like
almost
anything else.
almost kind of slipping into like a subscription service.
Right. That's literally what. Look, you cannot get Adobe anymore. Yeah, it's a subscription. You can't get everything is turning into subscription. Where
Well, but
even
it's because of the massive amounts and the quick turnarounds of updates.
right.
And now they're forcing updates just to be able to do a subscription.
I mean, that's literally where it kind of comes down to, man. I mean, it's just everything
Yeah.
is going to follow in that lineup.
So
And
there's been some articles, there's been some conversations on the new vehicle market kind of leading that way, that public transportation will get to a place where more and more people lean on that. And at some point, even the middle class will not be able to afford new cars, but leases and possible subscriptions may pick up. So, someone may be able to subscribe to being able to have a car Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then Monday through Thursday or Monday through Friday, they're riding on public transportation. Like I said, 10, 15 years, who knows? But
Well,
it was
there
an
was
interesting article that I had read on it.
a company a year ago or 2 years ago in Atlanta that tried to do a subscription type of sale. Basically, you can change your vehicle up like every week or bi-week or every month. So like they literally would have cars. It did not work. I'll tell you that. They had a
Well,
mass
in
dealership.
some of your larger areas like Atlanta, Charlotte, that kind of stuff, I mean, one of the ones that may be able to start it is probably going to be Waymo or Tesla.
Well, yeah, I mean there's that, but I'm talking about this was like more of like a used car lot, and they tried to do it. They were trying to be like the CarMax of it, and I forgot what the name was, but it was right on 78. They tried to do it, and it was probably 6 months before it went belly up and it changed hand.
But
Uh,
imagine, but
their
imagine
promo
like
was
Tesla or Waymo, like especially now that Tesla's putting out competition for Waymo with those gold Teslas that are coming out, like they're
right,
completely autonomous taxis. Say $500 a month, get you, you know, 7 rides. Well, it'd have to be more than that, but would get you 2 rides a day. I don't know. We'd have to play with the numbers, but imagine if it was just $500. You could get 2 rides a day, two from whatever.
right,
How many people would go over that versus owning a car?
right.
Because tell me a brand new car right now that you can get for $500 a month, no gas, no insurance, whatnot.
Well, I mean, just look at the housing market. Same thing with the housing market, right? New people are not owning houses as much. They want townhomes, they want apartments. They're in these complexes. Atlanta has a lot of these complexes that are now owned by large corporations, and they're now also buying neighborhoods because the neighborhoods are just for rental only. We literally have a dozen plus neighborhoods that are rental only neighborhoods. Like the whole neighborhood is owned by a corporation and it's just for rent, and it's a full single family houses.
Hmm?
So there's more of that transition happening. So I think the automotive will follow with that. I think that's a really good insight on that. What are your favorite events to attend? You said you're going to WFCT. What are your favorite events that you like to attend that you get the most value out of?
Um, I would say some of the smaller private like shop events, some of the little bit more intimate stuff. So like Carlos Rosario with Alpha Bros and Wagon, they did the Tinapalooza for the 4th year in a row. I really like some of those small ones because then you just really get kind of in there. You work at the shop, you do different things. You're hanging out with everybody. You're teaching people all at the same time. Like WFCT is great, but there's just a lot going on. So I love WFCT. Tinder Battles is fan fucking tastic. Oh, my wife just texted me and said, "Quit eating." I'm gonna eat my M&Ms.
Dude, anybody that knows Dustin and Alice, they love trying out different foods. They have really good food spots. So I was gonna put that as one of the questions
No,
for
man.
you at the
And I don't ever usually do like the M&M peanut ones, but I was like, fuck it, why not? I need some extra protein in my diet.
end.
But no, I mean, I love all of them. I haven't really been to an event that I absolutely hated. Like SEMA, I love SEMA, but SEMA is probably the most work.
And that's what I was gonna ask. So what do you think? What are your thoughts on SEMA? Like, what do you?
I love
Because
it. Like
SEMA
all
to
the
me
shit
is
that you can see at
SEMA.
SEMA, even though it's like the same companies that are there in some of the halls year after year, there's always something brand new to look at SEMA. Because you have
100.
all these custom builds, you have all this different stuff, but working a booth or a spot at SEMA is the most work out of
I
all
agree.
the shows. Like you're there from 7:30 in the morning to like 6 o'clock in the evening, and then you're in
Bro,
Vegas, so you're going out after that.
1:30, 2 o'clock, the faces that you see on the reps that are in those booths, like, dude, they're ghost. They're like
Oh,
miserable.
they're
They don't want to
dying.
be there. And
Like I
then,
said, you got to be there at 7:30. Like I'm looking forward to WFCT because I'm like, all right, let's we can start planning. We'll get there at like 10:30 in the morning. One day we'll leave at like 1:30 so we can actually go out and see San Antonio without wearing because like to go see Vegas, you got to work 12 hours, then go entertain for 3 hours, and then you can go off on your own. But then it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
well, now you're working for LLumar, so you got the LLumar party that stays up until 1 o'clock, anyways. You know that, right? And then,
Well, I haven't heard that I'm going to see me yet.
okay, all right. But I'm just letting you know. Last year I got to attend it, and we tried to do an after party after the party.
Mm-hmm. And that was probably when they did who was it Dre's Club?
It was one of the nice clubs. I don't know what the name was. I'm bad with names, but it
Like I
was
said, SEMA
fun.
is fun, but it's a lot of work if you're actually working the show.
So my
But it's
thing
cool.
is, I literally take a day off after I come back from SEMA because I'm burnt out. Because like you said, just like reps, you're also trying to make connections. You're also having meetings. You're also having dinners. Then you're also having the after parties. And you get like 3 hours of sleep every day, man. If you do it for like 3, 4 days, you're burnt out.
Oh
And
yeah.
the reps, they got to do it for a whole week, man, because you guys got to go there early to help set up. You guys are there for, well, depending on the company, some companies hire other
Usually
people.
about 5 days
Yeah. So, but
for a
still,
3 day event. And then, it's not really the best time of year to like take a vacation. So usually it's like you go to SEMA and then you're right back to work.
yeah. Justin says he really need to make his way to Charleston. It's been a while since we've been there for a vacay. And Thomas says he wants to collect his steak dinner in Vegas.
Well, good. I just told you I might not be in Vegas, so you can collect away.
All right, let's do some rapid fire questions. Favorite LLumar product?
Mm, the Valor PPF.
Okay. Favorite installation tool?
Probably the Tri-Edge, just because of its like the way I think about how much more advanced it is over the Easy Reach.
Okay. Hardest vehicle to tint?
For me personally, it was a '96 Corvette, and that's just because it was like one of the very first few vehicles that I actually tinted. So that one sticks out in my mind.
Okay. Coffee or energy drinks?
Unfortunately, energy drinks. I don't do any coffee. I might drink coffee twice a year, and if I do, it's got whiskey in it.
All right. Beach or mountains?
I live at the beach. I love the beach. I love the water, but I vacation in the mountains.
Okay. Ford, Chevy, Ram, or Toyota? I don't know why I asked that question, but that's the random question I got for you.
So I have an '88 F-150, but for work, I drive a 2024 Chevy Silverado.
So which one? Pick one.
Well, right now, the '88 F-150 don't run, so I'm going to pick the Silverado. But right now, if we're going to go on new, I would go Chevy.
Chevy. Okay.
Yeah.
Go like a rock. Okay. Favorite hobby outside of work?
surfing is getting back out there. Anything on the water, really, fishing, paddleboarding, surfing. But I also really enjoy creating stuff. So whether it's building furniture, using the laser engraver, I like making stuff.
All right. If you could change one thing about the window film industry tomorrow, what would it be?
Fuck. I mean, it'd be impossible, but standardized pricing would be nice.
Okay. What one piece of advice you'll give someone just getting into the window film industry?
Don't give up. Stay hungry. Network.
Okay. And what's one message you'd like to leave the entire WeAre-Film community with?
Don't be afraid to hit anybody up. Myself, plus a lot of people included in this group, we are open. There's a lot of guys that are hungry that would love to answer a lot of questions and kind of spread their knowledge as well. So again, same thing I just kind of said, stick with it, stay hungry, and network all you can.
All right. What's one lesson you've learned that applies both to business and life?
Ask it again.
What's one lesson you've learned that applies to both business and life?
Patience.
Patience, okay. And last
Because I'll tell you, patience is one of the harder things that I had to teach myself and come to terms with.
I kind of mentioned that earlier because that's what I love about you is, bro, like you're patient about dealing with everybody. I definitely see that 100%. And last one, what motivates you every day?
I mean, at this point now, it's really kind of the people that I come across or the people that I know that I will come across that will benefit from the things that I've learned or benefit from this industry. And not only them, but my wife, my kids, myself that benefit from this industry and that benefit from, this life experience that I've had now for the past 24 years.
All right. Where can people connect with you or learn more about LLumar since you are a LLumar representative?
They can find me on social media. Most of the people have my number. Even if they hit me up on social media, I'll gladly hand out my cell phone number.
All right.
Dustin Gonzalez. Just remember, I'm the white looking one. I didn't really think there would be a lot of Dustin Gonzalez's out there, but if you Google them, there seems to be quite a bit. I'm just the one that actually looks white.
How did Puerto Rican come up? I'm gonna go back on this because you kind of mentioned a little bit. You weren't born a Gonzalez, but you are the whitest Gonzalez out there. So you want to share any of that, or you want to skip that?
Basically, parents divorced when I was in diapers.
Okay.
My stepfather, who I've known since I was in diapers, when it was like 9. I think I was 9 when he said he wanted to adopt me.
Okay.
And he's Puerto Rican. His last name is Gonzalez. He's from New Jersey. I think Fernan probably knows him pretty well. And so, yeah, I mean, at that point, I was happy to be included with the family because I have a half brother and a half sister that were Gonzalez. I was the only boys at that time. And I was also really big into Speedy Gonzalez. So once I kind of heard that, I was like, fuck yeah. So since I was 9, I've been a Gonzalez. Before that, I was a Boyce.
Boyce.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. Cool to know that part. All right. Give me 2 questions. Text me 2 questions you want people to ask. The first people to get it, you see on the chats, they get a WeAre-Film shirt we just collaborated with Tenor Battles.
Okay, so 2 questions that we went over.
Okay. Yep. Whatever you want to pick. Whatever you talked about.
Is it not going to let me trying to pull up our chat?
I have the chat here. It won't let me pull it up either. That's the biggest problem.
Well, I'm trying to pull up our private chat. Oh, there we go. I got it.
Oh, private chat? Well,
Yeah.
You can text me.
Well, you're on my personal phone.
Oh, okay.
Like we're doing that here.
No problem. We're getting the questions ready for y'all.
Fuckers ready? Let's see who was listening.
Peanut M&M's, LLumar, sir, Puerto Rican.
M&M's. There was. Oh well, I did say M&M's, but I don't think it was a question. All right, there's one question, one answer, and then.
Oh, that's gonna be a dude. I love that though. I love that question. I love that question.
All right, and there's number 2. So you got both of them.
All right. So let's go with this one because I think this one is gonna be. Let's hit this one first. The second question first. All right, starting now. I'm cooked.
Fernan, he wasn't born in New Jersey. Wait, no, he was born in New Jersey. My bad. But my grandparents are from Puerto Rico. All right, go for it. I'm gonna go pee real quick. You know the answer, so you can look for it.
I know. I'll have to look as I see it on my screen, guys. So don't hold me hostage for whatever I see on the screen. When did Dustin start?
Ellis is inegible. No answering, Ellis.
He had to come back before he peed to say that, Alice. So you better not put anything in the comments. And I already see that she's put peanuts. She's already put a 96 Corvette. Alice, you are not eligible for anything. All right? And don't worry, neither one of those was the question that he asked. Yeah, they're cheating. Lame. All right. When did Dustin start tinting, and what was it? Well, no, sorry. What did Dustin start tint in? Auto or flat? 9:17 p.m. I didn't ask that question. Okay. My iWatch is, so what did
Ellis messaged me answer? No cheating.
Oh, Mother Marion shouldn't be even allowed in this one because she knows you way too well.
Wait, you already asked the second question?
Yeah, I asked the second question.
Who got the first one?
Nobody.
You asked the second question first.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
Marion, I see Marion.
Marion got it. So when I first got started in the industry, it was flat glass. So I was doing all commercial, residential, and marine work for a company called Solar Reflections.
Sean and Thomas weren't paying attention. They just put auto.
Oh, Fernan said auto flat.
Auto flat.
Yeah, I was only doing flat automotive windows.
What was the question?
I couldn't do no curve shit.
All right, so this second one is really gonna be more interesting one. Let's see who actually knows the rug man, right? What city
and state was I in when the rug man became a thing? If you remember me talking about where the picture came from, what city and state was that in?
Yep.
Tinsby, I believe, in a spherical earth. Sorry.
Flat earther.
The world is round. We tint cars now. All right. Oh, Tim McClure got it.
Oh, damn. Tim.
All right. I'm going to add one more.
Okay.
But cash in the cabin, your brother's graduation, North Carolina. I mean, Marion, you did do a lot more, but
Tim already got it.
Yeah, Tim McClure got it first. Okay, so we're gonna add one more thing to it. But you figure out the question. So what I have is I had Roger I don't know if it's kind of hard to see, but
Yeah,
this is my
we saw it.
Louis Vuitton
Okay. Put your
themed
hand behind it. Put your hand behind it.
red dots. So if you can see the new LLumar logo on there, and then
Can't
it's
see the
got the Louis
wall, but
Vuitton
you can
stars and
figure it out.
stuff.
All right.
So you
Damn.
figure out the question, and I'll send
That
one of
means I'm
those
not
to someone.
eligible, man. I want to win that one. That's a Louis Vuitton. Yes, that's a LLumar Vuitton.
LLumar Vuitton.
The LLumar Vuitton. I need that. All right, let's ask this question.
Ooh, LLumar Vuitton.
Yeah, there you go.
It's so hard to see it. There you go. There's a better
There
one.
you go. You got it right there. You had it for a second. Yeah, I can see that, L.
So I had Roger do me 50 of those.
Louis Fufu. All right. So Dustin. Well, let's make this one interesting. Make it fun. It's easier. Dustin has.
You want to make it easier or you want to make it hard?
You want to make it hard? Let's make it hard then.
Tom said $100.
Huh?
How many are you giving out at WFCT? However many I have left at WFCT. No, I was gonna say what's my middle name, but I was like, that one might be a little tough.
No. Let's make it. This one is gonna be easy for people to answer, but if they paid attention, what dealership you started work at that you first?
Before I started training, what dealership was I doing work for?
Yes, the dealership that gave you benefits and a paycheck.
Tim McClure, I'll be at WFCT with the knives.
Make it easy. That one is easy. It's not hard, but if you were paying attention, you would know this one.
So I had my own business and I worked for another company, but there was a large dealership in Charleston.
You know the rules. You can't win twice.
Marion got it.
No, but she already won once. She can't win the second time. No. You know the rules.
Well, now you got to answer. Now you got to figure out another question because Marion answered it right.
Marion, you are disqualified.
She already put it out there.
Can you remember? She should actually be taken. The first prize should be taken away as well because of that nonsense here. Four Tires car dealership.
I like how everybody's like listing an actual brand. There were 7 dealerships that I attended for in Charleston, all under the Hendrick name.
Okay. So, now I gotta make a tough one for them. We talked about a lot of different stuff. And
here, I got one. All right, y'all ready? Who was the first company that I started training for?
Oh, yes.
In 2013.
I already know. Oh.
Cash, you got one anyway. Don't worry about
it. Oh, come on, guys. This was so easy. And he talked about it. He cheated about them.
Nope.
No, it wasn't EPD.
That was the most recent company. Vernon got it.
Vernon, congratulations. Vernon got it. DigiCut.
Vernon, I'll see you at WFCT. I ain't shipping you shit.
Marion's still playing. God dang, Marion.
Global.
She needs to go to take her nap.
Now she says DigiCut. Thomas, I'm disappointed in you. You weren't paying attention.
He wasn't paying attention for shit. He didn't get any answers right. I don't think Thomas deserves any.
No, he did get an answer right. He said $100, so he gets a knife.
That's true.
As soon as I get my $100.
Thank you for coming on, man. This is really interesting to kind of get to know you even a little bit more, to kind of share with the people, but mainly to highlight, what a great trainer that you are, man. Seriously, like I said, one of the biggest things that stood out for me when I came to see you guys down in Charleston, and also kind of had you train at the film event last year was how chill you are, how you're able to engage with everybody, and how everybody kind of like gravitate towards your way of training. So to me, I really appreciate the hell out of that. So I'm looking forward to that. Uh, the next time we could possibly do something, which may be
Wink,
pretty soon.
wink,
You
wink.
know, wink, wink. You know, like it may be something pretty soon. So, keep an eye on the group. There might be some information being released soon. But man, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking the time out and chewing your M and M's with us, and annoying Alice. He's out of
Ate them
the.
all.
He can't eat no more. Living
Oh,
the
I
dream.
still got a cookie and some Twix.
Favorite. Last question. Last question before you go. Favorite food.
Favorite food?
Yes, I know this is gonna be a tough one for you because you like
Like
eating.
genre of food?
Like, you if you had one dish or one food like that would be your to go comfort food. Comfort food. Let's go that way.
Comfort food?
Yeah. Like you have a stressful day and you're like, dude, I just gotta have this piece or I just gotta have this.
I mean, I love different stuff. I love trying different things. I love experimenting different things or experiencing different things, but I'm definitely like a steak and potatoes type of guy.
Steak and potato.
Yeah. So if it's like a long day, just good steak, good baked potato. Like I'm doing my little happy dance. Like Alice will tell you, you get me around some really good food and I'm like dancing at the table. It's the only time you'll see me dance is around food.
Tim,
Justin,
stay
do I
tuned.
get a knife in my Eastman package? I don't know. Talk to your boss.
Tim, stay tuned. We will be releasing those dates information very soon. Before
What up,
Tinder,
Louie? I need to get me some new hats, man.
before Tinder battles, you will have that news. So stay tuned. We're only about a week and a half away from Tinder battles. So
Yeah, wink, wink.
wink, yes.
Don't you know what a wink is, Tim? Wink.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for everybody participating. Thomas, next time pay attention. Mother Marion, go take a nap because you are not listening.
Hey, she was hyped tonight.
She was typing away, man. Keyboard.
She had a really good nap. Hey, wait.
I love it. All right, if you guys are going to Tinder battles, I will see you guys there. The shirts for WeAre-Film and Tinder battle is up online at Tinder brand. You just go in the search bar, put WeAre-Film, and you can buy the shirt with the 25% discount with using the code.
Are we still here?
WeAre-Film. So, if you want to buy that shirt from tinderbrand.com, WeAre-Film is the code for it. And you get 30% off with before Tinder battles. Just make sure you order that before that. For the two winners, I think it was Marion, and who was the other person that won the shirt?
Yeah.
Huh?
Sure. Yeah.
I gotta go back.
Oh, Tim.
Was it
Tim McClure, right?
Tim McClure. Yep. Tim McClure messaged me.
And Fernan won the knife.
And Fernan won the one knife. Yeah, you were sending Fernan the knife. Tim McClure sent.
No, Fernan can pick it up at WFCT. I ain't shipping
Fernan, you can
shit.
pick it up at WFCT. Tim, send me your address. I'll shoot you. I'll send that shirt over to you. Tell me what size you need. Thomas says I was smoking. Yeah, that's always your excuse, man. I'm bringing all kind of hats to both at my booth at Tinder battles. Ooh, Louis got.
Oh, I ain't gonna be at Tinder battles, man. I'll have to order me some hats.
Well, tell me what you need. I'll bring it for you.
I missed a Tinder battle hat.
Huh? A Tinder battle hat?
Yeah, man.
Okay. All right, I got you. All right, guys. Have a great night. Thank you again, Dustin.
Yep.
Man. And let me know when you're over here in the Winder, man. Maybe we can grab some food.
Yeah, let me know about lunch on Friday.
Okay. All right. 100%.
Later.
Bye.